Well, hi there, folks. Stampin' friends, new friends. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. This is Leslie with LuvINK&Paper, and I just wanted to welcome you to tonight's video. So I have a couple of things to share with you before we get too far into things. I'm going to try and be really organized, okay? First of all, I humbly apologize for not letting you guys know that I wasn't going to be live yesterday. And for anybody that was out there looking for me at 7 o'clock, I was having dinner with my daughter after a day with my aunt. So that just, and I should have taken a few minutes or found a few minutes to let you know. It was my intention. I even created a graphic for it and everything, and just never got it posted. So I do apologize. So anyway, here tonight. So you may have started seeing things around Facebook. If you haven't, you will. Stampin' Up! Is doing a really fun sale for August, which would be a great time for you to use any bonus days coupons that you get for shopping these last few days. So what have you got? Today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 6 days, so almost a week that you have left to earn bonus days coupon codes. All right, so for every $50 you spend, you get a coupon code good for $5 off of your order in August. Yay! Okay, so I did change the host code, just as an FYI. Not a big deal, but my current links will have this host code. Okay, I will be finalizing the order from before. All right, so the kits sale, August 1st through August 31st. Kits will be up to 30% off. Okay, they won't all be 30% off. Some may be 10, some may be 15, we don't know. Up to 30% off of all our great kits, collection kits. Okay, so each kit, and they're all a little bit different. I wonder if I have one right here. I do, actually. We'll grab. Okay, so here's a really fun one. So let me just show you. So this is the confetti birthday kit. So let's see what's in here. So if it's a stamping kit, you get your ink spot, you get your stamp set, and hiding in these goodies is a block. Thought I had one right here. Thought I did. Well, anyway, it's, oh, here it is. It was hiding. So you get a stamping block in your kit, okay? And then you get all the paper goods that you need to create. So let me just show you what you create with this kit. These are what those of us that have stamped a long time call faker shaker cards. Okay, they do shake, but they're not made in the traditional way with acetate and dimensional strips or foam or whatever. They're made with a small clear envelope, and you put your stuff in there and you seal the envelope. Okay, so anyway, this is one of the kits that is, I think, currently available. I mean, it's on the list. I don't know if perhaps the Boho Beach one is not currently available. I'm hoping that by August 1st it will be, but we'll see. So anyway, some make a floral wreath. I have the birthday binder one that I put together. I haven't given this as a gift, although, you know, it could easily be a gift. Okay, and you made all of the cards to go in there as well. Actually, you made 12 cards. 6 that were a little more feminine and 6 that were a little more masculine. So this is the card. There was no stamping involved in this one. Everything was already pre-printed. Okay. So anyway, this is, and so then these are stickers, and you can just, then you would write, you know, whose birthday is on the 1st, who's, you know, all of that, and then you can tuck your cards in, and then you're ready to send cards to people. Okay, so that's another one. I don't think I ever finished the wreath. Maybe I did. Maybe it's in the closet. But anyway, so there's a floral wreath kit. There's there's some that create really cute treat packaging. There's some festive tag ones that you could use for Christmas and stuff. So really, really fun. So be aware that discounted kits, so that may mean that not every kit is discounted, but we'll see. Discounted kits are only available while supplies last. So if they sell out of a kit, you can't get that one anymore, at least until they restock, if they do. Some they're restocking, some they're not. So that's sort of the kit sale in a nutshell, starting August 1st. Okay, so why would you want to create with a kit? Well, they're fun, they're quick, they're easy. Everything's in there, so you don't have to buy anything extra. You don't have to store anything afterwards. I know a lot of people that take that block, that stamp set, that Stampin' spot, and chuck it. They don't keep them. You can, but you don't have to. Okay, so you don't have to keep it and store it. Gives you a sense of artistic accomplishment. Look at what I did. Okay, that's really fun. They make great gifts. Okay, so completed kits make great gifts, but so do kits that aren't completed. Just giving the gift to a crafting friend for them to have the crafting experience is really fun. Okay. And they come in so many styles and different types of projects and all of that. So you can do, you know, there's something for everybody. There really is. So I am holding a kit together event that is also an open studio on Friday, August 4th from 4 to 7, or Saturday morning, August 5th from 10 in the morning until 1. I will put these in a post on Facebook, okay, and also these links these are registration links. So the first hour is $10, and when you click on a registration link, you would go to the registration page, and the payment is $10 for your first hour, and the hours are $10 after that. So the open studio part is you can use my tools, my dies, my embossing folders, my punches, and that sort of thing. You bring your own cardstock, and you can kind of take some pieces and parts home with you to use in your future crafting. Or you can buy you can purchase one of my many. Let's see, how many kits do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, maybe more, because I got a couple more over there. 17, 18, almost 20, I bet, kits in the studio that you can choose from and just come in and enjoy some friendly people and just assemble a kit. Okay, so that's happening. All right, so tonight, let me share with you what we're doing. Okay, and I'm going to put our measurements right here in my corner. And I think you can all see that. Let me double check. Looks like it. Oh, hey, everybody. There's Mom. She found me. Oh, Kelly, you're great. Thanks for the grace. I appreciate it. Anyway, so my friend Doreen came over today. We were working on a little something. And she and I are both doing the same Demonstrator online event on Saturday evening. And so there was a challenge posted by the person hosting that event. And so we were working on our pink challenge cards. Anyway, she brought a bunch of cards to show me, and this was one of them. Wasn't it nice of her to loan it to me? I thought that was very nice. Thank you, Doreen. Anyway, it's from a class she did with Rachel Tessman. And how fun is that, right? It goes in your envelope this way, but this is flat, so you could write here if you wanted. Oh, I hope I didn't put that dirt on there. You could write in here, okay? You could write back here. Like, there's tons of places that you could tuck your message if you wanted to, all right? So I loved this. So I wrote down all the information, and I said, ooh, Doreen, are you okay if I do that for my live tonight? Because life has been busy and full and crazy, and I hadn't really decided what I was going to share with you guys tonight. So she said, oh yeah, sure. I said, ooh, great. So, yay. So then, since we were working on our pink challenge, I did this one. So I left a little place to sign it. Okay. I used an embossing folder here. This one, I think she said you were supposed to stamp on the background, and she sort of missed that step. No biggie. So anyway, I said, ooh, I have this cool bright pink berry burst paper in my in this berry burst gingham in my pink challenge kit. So how about I do that? So I did this one. Isn't that fun? And then I said, well, wait a minute. They don't all have to be a birthday card. They don't necessarily even have to have a birthday candle or anything. And they don't even necessarily have to have cardstock here. So I did this one. Because once I get on a roll, man, it's like a steamroller. You just keep going, right? Anyway, so this one, I used my regular card base of 5.5 by 4.25, which is a quarter sheet of our 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I cut this out of, yep, it's coming to me, the Scalloped Contours dies. And then I cut this beautiful paper called Masterfully Made. Let me see if I can pull it right here. It is so gorgeous. I shared a video not too long ago with Sarah, I think it was Sarah, sharing with the person that made the paper. Like, she really did tear all this paper. She really did use Stampin' Up! Text, like product give back and stuff. Like, she faded it, but you can read some of it. It's kind of cool. Which is, and all of these torn designer series papers and things, which is just phenomenal. So I used a sheet that looked like this. Well, that's the middle of it. Hold on. Here's the other side. So I kind of cut one end off. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? This. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. And I just love all the ripped edges. And I love that our cardstock, unless you buy the white core, you don't get this. You do with the designer series paper, but with our regular cardstock, you don't get a white. Because our cardstock is dyed all the way through. All right. Ooh, lots of berry burst there. Okay, let me move some of this. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Oh, this is one of my favorite sheets. This is one of those sheets where you cut it at 5.5 from each end. You end up with a little strip left over, and isn't that pretty? But you can get 6 card fronts. If you cut them 4 by 5.5, you can get, or 5.25, you can get 6 card fronts out of one sheet, and you get 2. So that's pretty awesome. Lots of pretty peacock and Lost Lagoon, and there might even, no, I don't think that's Pool Party. I think that's Lost Lagoon and pretty peacock. What's the next one? Oh, we used this in my class recently. Is my card still here? No. Got moved to the other table, so I can't show it to you. Anyway, we used this one, and you can see there's more of that text in the background. What's on this side? Whoa, more text, really faintly in the background, and the beautiful. All right, let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's that other one. That's the one you already saw because I used it. I just saw the back and thought it was different. And oh, here's a pretty one. So very similar but different to this one. Okay. This is much warmer with all the yellows and oranges and reds. And this is much cooler and a little bit different in design. Okay. And then pretty peacock and Lost Lagoon on the back. And I think that might be the end. Oh no, one last one. And I was just working on a card with this one. So similar to this, similar to this sheet, but this has more stems, this has more flowers, and this is an all over. Okay. So what's back here? Ooh, that's probably either peacock or lemon lime twist. Let's see what it says on the back. Lemon lime twist. So there you go. All right, so anyway, so I used that paper and just made that sort of the star of the show. And so you can see it really nicely stretched out there. Okay. Then I used some components from the Daisy Suite because, you know, we've talked about it a lot, about how I love the daisies. They are my favorites. So I used I used this, and I used this greeting and the You Made My Day. Now, oh, you see how it's long and skinny here? That is not how I stamped it. The words are far enough apart that I was able to, let me show you on I have a little scrap. Oh, I do. So say I want to make this my label and I want You Made My Day. So what we're going to do is, if you're very careful, you can ink up just those first 2 words, except that the D is not holding the ink the way I want it to. So you can stamp those 2 like that. Then you can clean your stamp really well. Like, make sure you really clean it. Stamp it off a couple times. You just don't want any residual ink. Okay? And then you're going to do My Day, same way. Okay? And if you, since this is a photopolymer stamp, I can look through and make sure that I didn't get any ink here. Okay? Then move that out of the way so I don't put my hand in it, because, yeah, that's a thing. And then you just have it that way instead. So just because a greeting isn't going the way you want your card to go doesn't mean you can't use it. Okay? And if the words aren't that far apart, you just mask them with a sticky note or something. Okay? All right, so that's what I did, and this was another piece from Scallop Contours. Okay? And these are pieces from the daisy dies. And some daisies, my African daisies that my future son-in-law Alec started for me, have this kind of sort of spiky greenery. They're so close. I've got 2 or 3 of the African daisies that he started for me that are so close to blossoming. The buds are right there, and so I'm hoping in the next day or 2 that they might just pop right open. All right, so that's what I did with that one. So I used the designer series paper for my folded layer at 4 1/4 by 9. Okay. All right, so that was really fun. So let's see, let's work through these parts. Okay. All right. Let me put these pieces and parts right here. Make sure that my silicone mat is not too far. And let's talk about our pieces and parts. Okay, there. So we have pieces and parts, and let's go right through it. So you need a regular cardstock base, okay, that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, so a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. So it doesn't open this way. Okay, most of our cards open this way. It does not do that. Okay, then you need a layer that's 5 1/4 by 4. Now you can use cardstock on that and emboss it. You can use a die to make that layer. It's up to you. For this one, I'm choosing some of the daisy paper, but it just has this pretty boho blue on one side and the, hang on, let me double check, copper clay on the other. Okay, so I wanted that pretty blue sort of sky looking thing. Okay, so now we've got those 2 layers. Then we want this folded layer. Okay, so this folded layer is 4 1/4 by 9, scored at 3 6 inches. Okay, super easy. Then you want a mountain fold and a valley fold. Zoop, just like that. Okay, and that's going to end up going like this, so that then you open it this way. Okay, then this is kind of boring this way. Let's go ahead and put this on while we've got a second. Okay. There we go. So we'll put this right on here. All right. And there's our basic card base. All right. Then we're going to do some decorating here. So we need, you could decorate this. I did not choose to tell you to do that. So you're going to need a piece of either designer series paper or cardstock for the front. And that's going to measure, hang on, where'd my piece go? This is the inside. Is it this one? Oh, here it is. So it's more of that. I played around with some other things. I played around with this, and I was like, yeah, but that's pink, and I don't know. So I played around with that piece. I played around with this piece. Nope. This piece, that's 2 3/4 by 4. Okay. And I just wasn't sure about that. So I'm going to use the plain blue and snazz it up a little bit. Okay, but I did want to layer the daisy. I wanted to show you how easy these daisy layers are, and you get to use a lot of them actually. Okay, so we'll put that over there. Ooh, that's covering your thing. All right, I'll put it over here. You don't need to see that. You may still need to see this. Okay. So these daisy dies end up with 3 layers, okay? This is your middle layer. The big freestanding one, this is your biggest layer. And see how that works? There it is, right there, see? So you're seeing just a little bit of this one when this is on top, okay? And then you have this one. Now, I'm not sure I love white on white. Okay, so I brought a couple of inks and a couple of blending brushes. So let's grab a piece of scrap so I don't get my placemat all dirty. We're going to use this one that's a little bit dirty, but I've made sure that there's no residual ink on it. I'm going to grab a little bit of this Wild Wheat ink. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit and dot that off. And I'm just going to do, it's pretty strong, so I'm just going to do the center here like that, because that's going to show through. I don't even think I need to get any new. Nope, I didn't. Okay, and a little tiny bit up here. There. Okay. So then you can really clean it off. I'll give that one a bath before I head home. Then, okay, so now we have this. Now, I've watched a lot of videos, and some people really have a lot of trouble lining these up. I've found that either this square petal or this little short one are the two that help me the most. Okay, or this little group of 3 right here. Okay, so I just find the one that works. Now, you do not have to leave these all connected. Okay, in fact, I am not going to leave them all connected. But let's do the rest of our coloring. So I got a clean brush. Whoops, let's put Wild Wheat away. And we'll just finish up real quick here because I don't want to keep you a long time. So I got some bubble bath. And what's on the back side of that? Do I have a clean spot? Well, I'll just go to a clean spot because I don't want, this could be still damp and I don't want to be bringing it onto there. Okay, so let's get a little bit of bubble bath ink here. And we'll blot a little bit of that off, and then we'll just come, just tinting those. Not a lot, just sort of tinting them a little bit. Okay, now when you go on here, you can see it. When you go on here, you can see it. But it's not like, oh my gosh, I cut that out of bubble bath cardstock. Okay, so I just wanted a little something. Okay, so I'm not even going to put a whole lot more color on this one. I'm just going to get just the littlest bit on there. Okay, all right. How'd I do? Not too bad. Let's do some assembly. And I do find that the liquid glue in very small doses works well with this. Okay, so we'll get out the silicone mat. We're going to cut these apart. So I'm just going to take my snips and go right along here. Zoop. And then I'm going to cut these apart like this. Okay. There. Oops, got a few more. Okay, there we go. That one I didn't cut all the layers, so we may just use that as is. We'll see. Might not use it at all. You never can tell. Okay. Shake those. We'll vacuum those up tomorrow. All right. Nope, don't put those over there, Leslie. You won't be able to find them. Okay. Let's do a little bit of... So see here, here's my square petal, right? Here's that little group of 3. Nope, here's my little group of 3 right there. First try. Bam. Okay. All right, so let's do a little bit of glue. You don't need lots because it'll squish out, so a little bit, okay? And you can't hear this, but I'm actually scraping the bottle tip right along that cardstock, So I'm not holding it up above it and squeezing and letting it drip out. I'm going right against the cardstock. So if you struggle with green glue or whatever you want to call it, the Tombow multi-purpose glue, just know that it could be the way you're using the product, okay? You want to keep it close and you don't want to use a whole lot. Yeah, sorry about the nail. The nails are in kind of tough shape here. They were doing fine until I went to pick up a die and made a mess. All right, so now let's add this pink part. Okay. So a few little dots. There it goes. So once I start it running, I just scraping it right along the cardstock so I get just that little bit. Don't need a lot. Okay. Tuck that back in there. Okay. Oop, come on. Here we are. All right. There we are, right there. Bang. First try. Okay, so now you see that that has come through. I could take this and do just a little bit in the center here. I should have done a little bit of wild wheat just on those edges. There we go. Okay. So there's that one, right? And let's put this one together. Scrape it right along the cardstock so you don't have a big gush, okay? Definitely don't want to be dropping it down or having big drops. Just little tiny bits, okay? All right, so this one I haven't practiced with quite as much. Ooh, and I see a little tip here that I want to fix. There. Okay. All right, I think here. Yep. Okay. So again, I was looking for this sort of squared off petal and my little group of 3. Okay. There's that. And we'll grab this. And I'm going to just see if I can, just the tip. This could be a tricky thing. All right. All right, there we go. I put ink just on the tiny tip and went just in there. Okay, because that's, again, going to show through, and so I want continuity. All right, so let's get this. So if you are, there's so many ways that you can watch these videos. You can watch them live. You can hear on Facebook. You can watch them on the replay on Facebook. Just go to my page, Love Ink and Paper, and I think, there we go. Go to my page and click media, and videos will drop down and you can watch any of the videos that I've ever done on Facebook. Or you can go to my YouTube channel. I try to post the video the same night. Sometimes it's the next day. It just depends on how tired I am. So you can go there and watch the replay on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to do a couple of things. The first thing is, if you are not already a subscriber, hit that little subscribe button, okay? I'm watching my numbers. They're going up, which is very exciting. Okay, started in not super early in the pandemic, but partway, I opened my YouTube channel, and it's been in the last couple of months, probably, I would say, starting to really pick up in numbers, which is great. So please do that. If you click the little bell, you will get a notification when I go live, okay? Or when I post a new video, which is pretty fun. And the other thing that would be great is if you could just do a little thumbs up or share the video to a friend of yours that you know might enjoy it or something like that would be great, okay? I was just looking to see if I had a little happy birthday. Since I chose wishing you the brightest birthday, I should probably have, you know, a happy birthday in here. But I don't see one right here. So that's okay. I won't attach that yet. Just in case, right? We all know about that. So let's grab this one and put this on the front. So yeah, those would be, and maybe a little thumbs up, the little like button there. That would be great as well. Okay, so we're going to make these daisies look like they're just blooming right up against that pretty summer sky. All right, so let's put this on. Okay. Anyway, I would really appreciate it if you would do those couple of little things for me. That would make me super happy. There we go. Okay. There. Now, let's work on this. So we want our greeting. Okay. We could even have our greeting over here. And then we could have a couple of daisies here. We could have some leaves here. We can have some greenery. Whoops, get up there. I like to kind of dry fit everything just to be on the safe side. Yeah, kind of liking that. I don't know if we want this one there because it doesn't match. I think we'll just leave it. I don't think we'll put that one on there. Yeah, okay. We're going to just slide those off. I'm going to put a little adhesive here. And I'm going to just slightly offset that. No, I'm offsetting it quite a lot, actually. All right, so let's grab that silicone mat again and grab my liquid glue. I did put some in a needle point tip, but I haven't quite decided if it's my favorite or not. I kind of hope it is. Well, let me try it. All right. Let's see if we can get it going here. Here it comes. So I can just very tiny bits. Okay. Where the branches sort of come together. Just tiny bits right there. A little bit down here. Okay. All right. So we had this kind of going up here with this. Kind of like that. So I think I'm okay to put that right there. And because this isn't the width of the envelope, we can go off the edge, okay? I can't go off the edge here, but I can go off the edge there, okay? And I can go off the edge over here if I want, okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, because I knew some of the edges, the tips of the petals were going to hang over, I did not go way out there. I kept my glue right in the center. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. And did you see me slide that just a tiny bit? That's one of the pluses with that kind of glue, is you can kind of slide it. It went a little high towards that H, and I wanted to bring it down just a little bit. All right. So I think we're going to go kind of like that. So these leaves are kind of going into that empty space. Yeah, I like that. So here's another little trick you can do. Once you get it where you want it, you can turn it over, and you know what, maybe we will use dimensionals. Put a dimensional right over those two pieces, and now that's going to hold those together. All right, and I can use a little bit more. I'll just use some of these edge pieces. Okay. There's one there, and a little one here. Okay. Come on, get off of me. Sometimes these little dimensional backings have a mind of their own, and they just, I'm sure if for those of you that use them, you've found them everywhere. I've found, like, the cats have tracked them places. Like, I know people who have found them on their dogs. Like, they go everywhere. They just do. I didn't push that down real hard, so I'm hoping I can get that last one up. And yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, there we go. All right, so then we have that, and it will have this with a little happy birthday right up there. And this is light enough that I could sign on there. Okay, so that's my last one. So I hope you liked this. I called it trifold because it does have 3 panels, but I don't know if there's a real name for it or not. So the ones that we did or showed tonight, lots of fun ones. Okay. So the inspiration for them all was this one. And obviously you want to really crease those well with your bone folder so that they stay flat. I did not do that well enough tonight. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed that and that you are maybe gonna try one for yourself. So let me give you one last really good look at this so you can take a screenshot or whatever that you want with that, and throw the ones that you make down in the comments, or let me know what you think. Okay, all right, well, thanks so much for joining me, and remember, I am here to help with any orders through the end of the month, to help you earn those bonus days coupon codes, and then we can talk more about that kit sale in August. Okay, thanks guys, bye-bye.